Roblox is a platform that needs no introduction. I imagine anyone watching this video is at least familiar with it. I myself have made several videos playing some of their games, and for the most part, I enjoy seeing what the community whips up on the platform. However, it goes without saying that Roblox is a platform mainly used by children, and because of this, the community knows there's been a huge problem with predators on the site. Yet despite this, the CEO actively denies and tries to bury the claim that such activity exists. This is a problem that's been around for a while, and now some huge drama has arisen over the last month that reached its crescendo a couple days ago that made me want to talk about it. So for context, there have been innumerable cases of Roblox predators using the platform to prey on children. It varies, but usually it's either predators joining games and using the Roblox chat to prey on children, or going as far as to create their own games on Roblox that could gain the attention of children. Obviously, if the developer is a predator, then the problem will persist, because why would they self-report? And since most developers on Roblox are also children, they don't know how to recognize or combat the issue themselves. This means the only way the problem gets solved is if an adult intervenes. And while I think first and foremost that responsibility should fall onto the parents to monitor their kids' online activity, obviously the CEO still needs to do their part and offer a reliable support, since their platform is predominantly used by kids. But because Roblox themselves don't do enough to keep the platform safe, it's now fallen into the hands of the community. This leads us to where we're at now, where some YouTubers and vigilante groups have taken matters into their own hands to try and combat the issue by working with law enforcement to catch and arrest these predators in order to make the site safer. But Roblox doesn't like this, and is now threatening to sue people for trying to solve the problem themselves.
The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users.
This is a YouTuber named Schlep who has been using their channel for good to try and get predators arrested for preying on kids through Roblox. And now, Roblox has permanently banned him on all of his accounts and is facing potential legal problems for this. It's just downright diabolical, so they'll turn a blind eye to a real problem that's plaguing their platform, but will lock in and try to wipe out people like Schlep who simply want to stop them? They're actively defending predators. That's unhinged. I'm well aware vigilante groups have problems of their own, but that's not the case with Schlep. They were working with legal officials, and when the company is not doing anything to try and stop the problem themselves, what else can you do? The community took matters into their own hands, and now they might be punished for it. That is such a backwards line of justice, and it's not the first time that's happened. This just happened to gain the most attraction because of everything else, all the other controversy Roblox has fallen into over the last month. For example, they're trying to pitch Roblox as a dating platform in addition to gaming. That idea is so outlandish it should almost be criminal. Again, the majority of players on the platform are kids. Actual milk drinking, calling your mom a whore on Xbox kids. Now, obviously, there are adults who do play some of the games, but it's not the overwhelming majority. Like, I don't understand what they were thinking trying to go in this direction. It would be weird to implement in any game, not just Roblox. Like if Epic Games announced they were going to introduce a dating server to Fortnite, that would be bad too. But, aforementioned, Roblox has a history of predators using the platform to prey on kids. And now they're making it easier to do so by pivoting towards dating. It just doesn't make sense. Now, the CEO, Dave Baszucki, has really doubled down on this absolute here of an idea. They did increase the maturity rating on the platform back in 2023 to include experiences that may have blood and alcohol and adult humor, so long as legal age verification was provided. But as mentioned in this article, there's not a lot they can do to stop a user from using their parent's ID to bypass this. It's just a flawed system and super easy to get around, but even still, the CEO wants to, quote, provide a dating experience where relationships can blossom through movie screenings, concerts, and mixers, all hosted within the virtual space, and adults can get to know one another on a more intimate level. To Baszucki, it's a solution to a modern problem, a loneliness epidemic, as he calls it. That is not a problem that can be solved by adding more things that can isolate people. Yes, there is a loneliness epidemic that's only been made worse thanks to things like the pandemic and people not even having to leave their house anymore to go to work or buy groceries. The majority of human interactions come from a computer screen nowadays, so providing more online activity is not going to be the therapist you need. How the is transitioning your dating experience to the virtual world by going to the Roblox movie theater and chowing down on the concept of food going to help with the loneliness epidemic? This is not a solution. It's another symptom of it. This is not the direction to go if you want to tackle the loneliness epidemic. Though this isn't the direction you should go regardless. Again, Roblox is a gaming platform, first and foremost, and a platform that is primarily used by kids. But getting back to the main reason why I'm even making this video, Roblox is now threatening legal action against a predator hunter, despite not doing anything themselves to combat the problem on the platform and only contributing to it by wanting to add a dating experience that's 17 plus, by the way, which is a really concerning number to say the least. I know arithmetic is confusing, especially with things like teriology out there, but I'm just going to break it down for y'all. 17 is less than 18.
Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own.
Let's take a look at this statement from Roblox, because I found this to be absolutely delusional. To quote, "While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox established safety protocols, and critically are exposing Roblox users to increased risk." That is such an ass pull. The main thing people like Schlep do when trying to catch predators is that they almost always report them immediately. That's like the first thing they do. The problem is Roblox doesn't act on it. There's numerous articles and reports to support this. So I truly believe all these predator catching groups did do exactly what Roblox is claiming they failed to do. They did report it through the proper channels on Roblox, but Roblox didn't do shit. They didn't act on any of the reports. So they took matters into their own hands, which they have every right to do at that point. The claim that he didn't do this the right way is just incorrect, and it's absurd, the lack of self-awareness from Roblox to claim that by not doing it, he put more users at risk. Like, what the fuck? That is one of the biggest lies ever told. Right up there with the time I told people I was related to Henry Cavill back in grade school. Schlep is at least trying to fix your problem, Roblox. So why are you trying to sue him? Is it because he's doing a better job? Because I'll agree with you on that. The next response from Roblox is more mumbo-jumbo gobbledygook and is equally as concerning, trying to claim that he's engaging in simulated child endangerment. Fair enough, I suppose, because there are predators on your platform that are talking sexually to him and his group. And according to Schlep, they did not initiate with the predators or engage in inappropriate conversation. The predators injected themselves into their activity. Meanwhile, Schlep and his group were just doing their own thing. They weren't going out of their way to create predators in order to catch. These pedophiles were just there, and the conversations happened because of them. You have to realize they weren't engaging because they knew Schlep and his group were predator hunters. They did it because they were under the false pretense they were kids. Pedophiles are usually having these conversations with real children who are in real danger because of people like them. Predators who have plagued this platform and used it to engage in nefarious activities with minors, which is the actual problem, not the people who are trying to solve it. Now, the next thing he talks about is moving them to a new platform. Schlep mentions this and how a lot of the conversations do take place off Roblox. For example, Discord. And apparently that was an issue with Roblox as well. Like, it's almost like they were upset that a user left the platform, even though the users in question were pedophiles.
That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like, the people we're talking to are predators. Like, does Roblox understand that? I literally have no idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty weird response from Roblox. What do you mean personally identifiable information? It sounds like they care more about the privacy of the predators than the safety of the children. I know that gets tossed around a lot, but when it's pedophiles versus kids, the kids should matter more. Like, I don't even know how you could be that dumb.
I think the most insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick enough and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali Incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game. And I saw this with my own two eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where is the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts?
The way Roblox keeps describing the proper channels, it makes it sound like it's some kind of iron wall defense, when in reality, it's a fucking fantasy. It doesn't exist. Nobody knows what the proper channels they keep describing are, so they're going through everything they think is the proper channels. How do you get there? I would love to know, because if I encounter a predator while playing Roblox with my nephews, I'd like to banish them to the Shadow Realm. Like, what are these proper channels you keep describing? Because I guarantee they can't be very effective if you don't even bother to promote them. You just get very upset when the community finds a more effective solution that dwindles the number of predators on your platform, which I don't understand. Why do you care more about the safety of the predators than the actual players? Schlep also mentions how one guy who did get arrested for credible terrorist threats still has their account active on Roblox, as well as predators who've been arrested. They're currently in jail, yet their accounts are still active. It's clear Roblox doesn't give a damn unless someone else acts on it, in which case they do everything in their power to make sure the hero faces repercussions. They are Lex Luthor, and the community is Superman.
This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directly reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist.
I think it's pretty clear Schlep did everything they could to try and make Roblox take control of the situation and remove the predators from the platform. They gave them irrefutable evidence to support their claims, allowing them to take action, but they didn't. There's no way they didn't get the memo. They just didn't care. It's obvious Roblox would rather deny the existence of a legitimate problem than to actually act on it, even going as far as suing the community for what I can only describe they probably view as defamation. There is no legitimacy behind any of their statements they gave Schlep or logical reason as to why they would ban his accounts, other than because his work has brought to light a very serious problem that's plagued Roblox for years now, and it makes the platform look bad. Of course, I can't speak from a legal perspective, I haven't passed the bar, but from a common sense perspective, that is the only logical conclusion I can draw from this, and obviously, they have no grounds for a defamation case. So they're pulling all this crap out their ass about him not going through the proper channels and threatening to sue him as a way of silencing him and the problem at hand. Because Roblox doesn't do anything themselves. That is the issue. He has gone above and beyond in order to solve it through every possible avenue, even sending physical evidence to their headquarters. And still, they did nothing, except threaten to sue him on behalf of the predators that were arrested. That's insanity. It's also really sad given how Schlep then goes on to talk about his own personal experience he had on Roblox as a child. He was a victim of these predators, and when his mother tried reaching out to Roblox to report it and send them evidence of what happened to her son, Roblox didn't act on it, and the individual wasn't banned until years later. There is a problem, and Roblox isn't solving it. So the community tries to do it themselves, but Roblox has shown they don't want the problem to be solved. They would rather double down on denying its existence, even if it means going as far as to sue the community for bringing attention to it, which is absolutely tragic. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because it sucks to see the direction Roblox is taking. I'm hoping they reverse their decision here. I'm also wishing the best for Schlep. I'll link his video in the description. I highly recommend showing support to his channel. And that's really about it. So,